Everyone, I just wanted to share with you what I do for my barracks builds for both whenever we're on the arms race and just whenever we're doing verses and things. So what I typically do throughout the week, so I've got barracks at 19, which can build level 6s, a barracks at 23, which will build level 7s, a barracks at 26, which will build level 8s, and then a barracks that's 28, which will build the level 9s. So what I typically do is throughout the week, when we are not on arms race, in every single one of the barracks, I will just go and I will build level 5s. So you'll see I have a bunch of level 5s. The other key is my level 6, 7, and 8s, I want to have enough in each of those that if I am on my lower barracks, my level 19 barracks, and I go to the level 5s and click this green promote arrow, it'll show you I can promote 599. So I want to have 599 of all of them. So then during the arms race, what I do is I go to my highest barracks, go down one level, promote those, and so forth. So you can see, like right now I'm at 55,600 arms race points. If I do that on all of these barracks, and each one takes about 2 hours and 41 minutes to promote, whereas building 599 of those would take almost 24 hours. Guys, so I wanted to just show you now what I do. So the arms race is over for building troops, and you can see here it doesn't happen again till 9 o'clock tomorrow morning for me. It's 7 o'clock here this time, so that's 12, 13, 14 hours away. So generally now what I'll do is I will go to my base, and what I'll do is I'll say all 4 of these grounds, what I want to do is come in and build level 5s, and I want to do it for that 14 hours. So I'm just going to go ahead and click go there, and then I'm going to build this one till 14 hours. You don't have to be exact, but you know, just go in 14 hours, and this last one for 14 hours. Guys, I just wanted to give you some advice for how I tackle versus day. As you can see, we are on total mobilization day, and you know, we're about an hour in and I'm already at 1.3 million. A lot of that's from the radar tasks, but also I have queued up my building, my troops to where I'm building, you know, my level 8s, leveling them up, leveling up my level 7s, 6s, and 5s, just like I do during the arms race. Just wanted to share another thing with you. So on total mobilization day, that's when I will go to the Alliance store and I would buy my training speed ups, the 1 hours and the 8 hours. Those are really helpful on this day. The other thing that I will do is start my tiered progress where I do 9s, 8s, 7s, and 6s, and then before I go to bed, I will go in and I will speed that up. Sometimes just use some of these. And then what I'll do is I'll say, hey, maybe I'm going to think I'm going to sleep for like 5, 6 hours, 7 hours, whatever it is. And what I'll do is I'll go in and just set it to build all level 5s for my case for that. So I'm just going to go in, go to here. This way you'll be building all night. You don't really waste any time. And then tomorrow morning when I get up, I will resume my tiered approach with the 9s, 8s, 7s, and 6s. Alright, so today we're on total mobilization, and I try to set things up such that I have the capital buff for the Secretary of Security sometime during the arms race for building troops. This helps me maximize points for both events. The capital buff gives you 20% additional training cap as well as 20% training speed. It works out for me most of the time that I wake up, start my next rounds of troop promotion, and then sign up for the capital buff. I signed up for the buff this morning around 5:30 my time, and the line was about 3 hours long. So you can see it's almost my turn here. So I've got it where my troops are almost done building here, so I'm getting ready. I want to make sure that my barracks are finished building when the buff is applied, so you can see they'll all be finished right around that time. Then I try to build as many troops as I can for 5 minutes using my speed ups. I like to keep my 8-hour training speed ups and maybe about 1,000 of the 5-minute and 1,000 of the 1-minute speed ups for emergencies. It took me a while to build that up, and this is definitely personal preference, but it's just in case I screw anything up during enemy buster or capital war and get wiped out and want to build up troops really quickly to get back into that. So as you can see right now, I've got, all these 8-hour speed ups. The 1-hour speed ups I will use in a few minutes, and then I'm sitting, pretty good with 1,700 5-minute ones, 1 minute, and then 5,000 1-minute ones. So right now, just as a quick glance on the arms race, I've got about 56,000 points already. That's just from promoting the troops one time this morning. And on my verses, I've got 2.5 million, and that's from the troop trainings I did last night, overnight this morning, as well as the radar tasks I collected and probably a few speed ups that I've used. So I'll check back in a few minutes and show you how I do it when I get the buff. About 1 minute until I get the buff here, so you can see all my barracks are complete. One thing I did forget to mention is I found out I like to keep about 1,000 to 1,500 level 1 troops, because if you get your base attacked during enemy buster or capital war and you lose that defense, it'll take from your lowest troops, and so I like to keep those. But you can see I've got about 10,000 and 600, 500, 600, 16,000, so I'm ready to go here. So once we get the buff, we will start it here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, start promoting these guys. And then I basically will just promote it like that, and then I'll go back through, speed it up. And I don't necessarily always speed them all the way through, because it does take a little time to get through each one, so. Okay, and you gotta wait till they all get done. Start the next round. Okay, so you see what I did? I accidentally trained all these guys because I was clicking too fast trying to get that last one before the thing, so that's what I'm saying. That's why I keep these 8 hours and stuff, so now I can just go basically use those so that I can get through with that. That was definitely a mistake, but that's a lot of points, got me to my 7.2 million. So now that I'm done here, I won't speed up anymore. I will still build troops throughout the day just to gain more points and things, but you can see I went from about 56,000 arms race points to 518,000. Got me up into second place here. on versus. I went from what I had 2.5 million to 7.6 million. So, you know, in 5 minutes you can bust through and get all of those points and everything. If you do that, I don't know what my power increased to, but probably about 5 million from that. And now my drill grounds, you know, I've got 6,000 level 5s left that I can keep promoting, and I've got, you know, 20,000 level 9s now for Enemy Buster and Capital War ready to go. I do have all these other units, but when they're being trained or promoted, they don't show up in your drill grounds anymore. So I do still have that, so I can continue to promote throughout the day. But anyway, I hope this helps and that you all can use this to get a lot of points and maybe get your own strategy of how to build troops.